Hey everyone, this is discjunkie, and today I'm doing a review of a little Chinese documentary called The Days of Noah. This is a rather unknown documentary. It was released in this limited edition deluxe box set back in 2005, so this is very out of print now. This is a Hong Kong edition, or Chinese edition, if you will, and I believe it's limited to 5,000 copies, and they're all individually numbered. And just short explanation, because it's very hard to find information about this movie. It's not even listed on IMDb actually, but it's basically a documentary about like this crew. It's a Chinese documentary crew who are trying to find like the actual story about Noah's Ark, and whether or not the Ark actually existed like in real life. But I haven't seen the documentary yet, so I can't really speak too much about it. However, first off, you notice that it's got like a glossy exterior, and this is like a cardboard sleeve which just slides off like this. I'm gonna show you the back before I begin. There you go. And this is actually, it's an English friendly edition. It's got English subtitles and an English dub track actually. But it's not a super duper edition. It's a pretty poor transfer, but you know, it's still, I don't think there's a better edition of this movie out there, so if you want to see it, this is the version to get. So now, first off, removing the cardboard sleeve. Not too impressive, but still cardboard sleeve. And then we got this, and you know, I just bought this for the packaging. I've been wanting it for a few years actually, but it's not very common, so it comes in a, you know, to be honest, it's quite a good looking wooden box set. It's not super luxurious, like, you know, pretty cheap wood, and you can notice that it's sort of a bit scuffed here and there, slightly dented on the corners, so you know, not really not the best type of wood, but not the best type of wood. That's a pretty stupid comment, but anyway, it's got like a silver writing on the logo. Got the Days of Noah. Whoa. And it's got like a small lock or a small latch, just, you know, it's not lockable, just opens like that. And then you got hinges on the back, as you noticed, and the back of the box is all plain, you know, just wood, nothing else. And now the moment which will most likely surprise you is when I open the box. So yeah, and before you like, I don't know, I don't know, but before anything, I'm gonna try to explain what just happened. This box set is one of the few, or probably the only one, I mean, it's at least the only one I've come across. It's actually got a small music box. This is a very odd sort of, it's supposed to look like Noah's Ark or some kind of ark thing. I don't know, according to legend this is like the shape of the ark, I have no idea. But anyway, this is just a small cardboard box. It's not wooden or anything, just, you know, cheap cardboard. And inside it's got a little weight to it around here. So there's a small music box in here. And you'll notice that it's got this thing, which you turn. And then the little thing slightly spins and plays a tune. But this thing, if you push this, then the music stops. So this is actually a pretty cheap trick. You wind this up and then you put it in the box, and then when the lid closes it touches down on this, you know, peg thing here, which cuts the music off. But then when you open the lid it comes up, and you know, supposedly now the music would start playing, but I didn't wind it too far, so but once you let go of this, the lid opens, this comes up, and the music plays again. Okay, this is playing tricks on me, but yeah, you get the picture. So that's basically, I mean, that's one of the few, it's reason enough for me to buy it, you know, it's a music playing box set. What else? We got like a small book here, which I flipped through, just, you know, like a bit of pictures, no English in here, so you won't understand too much of it. But still pretty sturdy, nice little book. There's a couple of postcards in here. Haven't opened this and probably won't, so just leave that. We got a numbered little card here, and as you notice, mine is number 4141 out of 5,000 copies. So it's all individually numbered. This card is really cheap actually. I could like bend this with the power of my mind. Well, okay, maybe not that easily, but you know, be careful, because it's not sturdy at all. So yeah. A second booklet, also not English friendly, all in Chinese, so I'm not sure what it says. And last but not least, at the bottom here we got the disc. There's no hub, it's just a, you know, simple foam padded box set with like a cutout, so it gets pretty easily scratched, as you can see. Still, you know, it's the coolest box for this film, and you know, such an old box set, so I recommend it just for collectible value. Yeah, that's the disc. And last but not least, we got the corner here, you can hardly see it. It's a very small, can't really focus on this even, but it's a very small, like, metal, I think it says silver arc in some review, but I mean it's not actually silver, I can't imagine it being. But it's a metal, sort of metal keychain like pendant with a miniature arc on it. It says God's Ark, sort of like imprinted there in the metal. But yeah. And that's it, you know, this is all easily removable foam padding, so it's pretty nice wooden box, even though it's, you know, not very thick, might get damaged, might get cracked, I don't know. So yeah. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoy this review, and I mean, it's such a weird box, so you know, you gotta love it just because it's so weird. And I can mention that the foam padding here isn't the best cut, you know, it's slightly too small for this book, as you can see, but it still fits in pretty good, so in my opinion it works pretty well. And so yeah, that's my review for today, and hope to see you all next time. Bye bye.